So, this is the first video I'm going to put on my YouTube channel in a long time. I'm just at home with my dog, Bear. There he is. I've been watching debates. And actually, I'll just make it simple. I'll say the same thing I posted on my Facebook. So I finished watching the debate tonight. I can't and won't defend Trump or Hillary's debate tactics. Both have their merits and flaws. But the fact still lies in the fact that Trump said what has been on a lot of people's minds. How is Hillary able to run when she is guilty pretty much of treason against America? I mean, doesn't that lend to the idea of a rigged election? I mean, now we got somebody, and go and look up the information in the interviews that they've put online. I mean, some of these emails had American citizens' names in them that were working for the government, and she put them at risk. So she has no problem sentencing American people who are working for her to death. And you want to put her in charge of you? I mean, I just think that's crazy. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that's crazy. Plus, I heard that people said that, oh, she makes a lot of good points. Well, something you need to think about, which obviously nobody's thinking about, Hillary is a career politician. So what does that mean? Well, in simple terms, she has made a profession and out of being false eloquently telling lies. She's made a profession out of it. I mean, go and look up the information. They were talking tonight too about the Clinton Foundation. I think something, when I was reading about it, 94% of the donations and everything given to the Clinton Foundation for Haiti, 94% never even made the shores of Haiti. Didn't even happen. So 94% of that went just into the Clinton Foundation's pockets. And they'll probably help fund with her election, give her plenty of money to spend. Now, I'm not going to tell you Trump is perfect and Trump's the man, and I'm not going to argue like some people say God can use him and all of this stuff. I'm not going to tell you all that because he's human. He's going to make mistakes. I mean, to say that he's not is to be an idiot. But right now, if you're voting for Hillary, you're either extremely gullible, which that's being on the positive side. You're extremely gullible and weak-minded. Or you're just plain stupid, or you hate America. Because she's so much after Putin right now, just like Obama is. So Obama's right after Putin too. So, anyhow, she's going to start a third world war. So you can say goodbye to civilization, goodbye to your country, goodbye to having kids, good possibility that, the massive radiation from a third world war, the people that it doesn't kill are either going to be sterile or giving birth to mutants. And I don't mean like your superhero mutants. I mean like your freaks of nature that go around slaughtering and killing, and it's a new race. So, if you want to say goodbye to civilization, if you want to say goodbye to your country, oh, that's another thing. I mean, she is part of the system that gleefully, key word there, gleefully sends your children, they manipulate your children and think, oh, we're fighting for our country. Now, I have nothing against our military, but on the same note, a lot of the military that survive things either learn how to use the system to benefit themselves and get, and use the information they collect against the politicians who tried to kill them, or they come out of the military messed up and they hate the government. Why? Well, simply for they love the country, but they hate the government. Why do you think the government not too long ago was trying to deem soldiers who were returning home from Iraq as terrorists. It's because they understand that the government gleefully sends its soldiers overseas not to protect America, not to protect your rights, not to help anything with you, not to protect anything, not to do anything you think it's supposed to be doing. They're sending our military over there to die gleefully for their selfish and greedy ambitions and desires. That's what they want. More land, more this, more power. So how do they do it? The military they send over there to start killing people. I mean, there are testimonials where they're ordered to shoot down mosque in a foreign nation. That'd be the same as the military coming over here and shooting down your local church. Just to do it. You didn't pose a threat. You didn't really do anything, but the military's going to shoot your church anyways. So, I don't really know what to say. I hope people aren't that stupid, but in my experience, people are greedy, selfish, stupid idiots who just want handouts. And that's what she's preaching. More handouts for everybody. More handouts for everybody. And she said she's going to pay for it. Well, one of the things I post on my Facebook is it doesn't matter how valid any of the points Hillary may seem. It doesn't matter. She's a proven liar and she's a criminal. So why in the war? And she's proven that she has no problems sending American, decent American people to their deaths. So why in the world would you want her running things? You know what happens with one of the things I'm annoyed that Trump didn't bring up. Like I said, he's not perfect. Is her plan for these open borders and all these people coming in? How do you think your children are going to get a job? How is it going to help the economy when the Americans can't get a job because all the foreign immigrants have the jobs? So, how? And I got a few moments left, so I'm going to talk about the rigged election. Hell yeah, the election's rigged. Come on. First of all, she's a criminal, and yet she's still running. She's committed treason. A 4-star general, like Trump said, a 4-star general telling a lie to the FBI, going to jail for 5 years. She committed treason, basically, and she didn't even get a slap on her wrist. And then, on top of all of this, I don't know, it kind of makes me upset. But one of the things that Trump really didn't mention is she sends government workers to their deaths gleefully and without an issue, and still can wear a big old smile on her face. She does it, and it doesn't hold any bearing on her. And now she wants immigrants who, having open borders, I'm not saying all immigrants are bad. All Americans were originally immigrants. The only original Americans are the Native Americans. Not Indians, Native Americans. So, I don't have any problems with immigrants. But then again, once the country becomes established, then it has an immigration policy. So either you come over here legally or you don't come over here. So open your borders and everything. Oh, that's what I was getting onto because I'm almost out of time. The election is rigged. I mean, when illegal immigrants are coming over and they're given packets, you can find videos of it. I mean, they're all over the internet. They're given packets, and in those packets are pink slips or yellow slips or whatever, so that they can go to a local state office and get an ID. Well, guess what? That ID, Obama wants to make a law so that as long as you have an ID, you can vote. So it doesn't matter if you're an American citizen, you can vote in an American election, which honestly, if you're not an American citizen, you have no business being involved in. And honestly. So please tell me, she wants hundreds of thousands of immigrants to come in here. She wants to give them the paperwork and the ID, make it legal for them to vote. And she's a criminal. So please tell me how the system's not rigged. Please explain to me how the system's not rigged. I mean, I was watching the ABC guy after the debate tonight, and he was like, oh, we've not found any fallacies in the system. And just a couple years ago, 5,000 dead people got up in a state and voted. 5,000 dead people came to life. I mean, if you're Christian and everything, I mean, you'd be thinking, wow, it must be the rapture. 5,000 people came to life and voted in an election. How is that not a rigged election? I hope Trump fights it. And I think Trump made a good point by saying he's not going to bend over and kiss his ass if he loses. I think well, I'm out of time. But anyhow, people are going to do what people are going to do one way or another. All I can say is, Trump, there may be hope. With Hillary, goodbye, world. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye to your kids. Goodbye to your family. Goodbye to society. Goodbye to the civilization. Just say goodbye. Here it comes. If you didn't believe in the tribulation and the end times in the Bible, well, guess what? If you vote for Hillary, you just made it possible. You just gave a higher percentage of it being possible. So anyways, good luck. I'm hoping I'm strong enough that if Hillary gets elected, I don't commit suicide like I'm pretty sure a lot of people will. Because she's crazy, she's nuts, she's a criminal, and she wants to kill everybody anyway. So why let somebody torture you if you can kill yourself first, right? Well, anyhow. Goodbye.